Once upon a time, in a very poor family, lived a widowed mother with her son. The boy, whose name was Jack, was lazy and good for nothing but getting into mischief. One day, Jack's mother sent him to sell their cow, but on the way to market, he met a strange man who offered to trade him a handful of magic beans for the cow. Although Jack knew his mother would be very angry about the trade, he made it anyway. And sure enough, when his mother saw the beans, she threw them out the window. But the next morning, Jack looked out to see the most enormous beanstalk he had ever seen growing up into the clouds. Jack climbed up the beanstalk and soon found a road that led him to a big house. Just then, a tall woman came out of the house and asked Jack if he would like some breakfast. Jack accepted her offer and she gave him some bread, cheese, and milk. But while he was eating, she warned him that he might become breakfast himself if he wasn't careful, because my man is an ogre and there is nothing he likes better than boys broiled on toast. Jack thanked her for the warning and told her he would be very careful. Then she went back inside, leaving Jack alone in the yard. A moment later, the ogre came home and seeing the crumbs on the ground, cried, "Fee, fee, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll have his bones to grind my bread." Hearing this, Jack quickly hid in the oven. The woman came out and said to the ogre, "My dear husband, you smell nothing of the sort. It's only the scraps of the little boy you liked so much for yesterday's dinner." The ogre decided he believed her and sat down to his breakfast of 3 broiled calves. After he had eaten, he took out some bags of gold and began counting it. Soon he fell asleep, and Jack, taking advantage of his slumber, crept out of the oven, took one of the bags of gold, and climbed down the beanstalk. He gave the gold to his mother, who was very happy. They lived well for some time, but soon the money began to run out. And Jack, seeing that his family was becoming poor again, decided to climb the beanstalk and get more gold. This time the woman let him in, but again the ogre returned while Jack was eating breakfast. And again Jack hid in the oven. The ogre came sniffing around, and again he heard the words, "Fee, fee, fo, fum," and again he was told that he was smelling the remains of the boy he ate yesterday. This time Jack managed to escape and take with him a bag of gold and a hen that laid a golden egg every day. Jack and his mother were very rich from the golden hen, but Jack still wanted more. And when he heard the sound of the golden harp, he went back up the beanstalk to steal it. But when Jack reached the house, the woman wasn't there. Sneaking inside, he hid in the copper. Soon the ogre came home and started searching for Jack. He shouted, "Fee, fee, foo, fo, fum," and this time his wife told him he was smelling the little rogue that stole your gold and the hen. Jack tried to escape, but the ogre grabbed him by the collar and started chasing him. Jack quickly climbed down the beanstalk and shouted for his mother to bring an axe. He chopped the beanstalk down, and the ogre fell to his death. Jack and his mother were now very rich and lived happily ever after, and Jack, as you would expect, married a princess. The end.